It is safe to say there is never a dull moment at Bob and Joanne's house. After raising their 4 biological children, they realized they still had love in their hearts for more. So over the years, they have adopted 4 girls from China. Now, raising 8 kids is no easy feat, and with it, some home improvement projects have fallen by the wayside. So we're here to let them know they're being rescued.
Hi, I'm Bob.
I'm Joanne, and we live in Cromwell, Connecticut. A large family was always in my plan, and we had 4 biological children, and I'd read about the adoption process in China and how there were a lot of little girls that were being left because of the one-child policy. And it broke my heart to think of girls being left.
Adopting 4 kids and having 4 biological kids isn't as crazy to us as it is to other people. They look at us like we've got 2 heads. Basic rule of thumb is 1 kid is a life change. 2 kids means you become efficient. By the time you get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it really doesn't matter. You've gotten to that level of efficiency. You're out of hands, so you got to be organized. I went to college and thought I was going to wear a suit and tie. Sitting in a business meeting one day and kind of got disgusted with the whole concept, and guy was doing some renovations at the condo we lived at, and went over and asked him for a job. Now I got my name on my truck. I own a construction company, Vess Building. I've been doing this for 25 years. Had good times and bad times. The house does well in the good times and not so well in the bad times, and the last few years have been tough. I had to lay somebody off right at the beginning of the economic downturn. I had him for 17 years. So it's just, contracting is not easy to do in the first place, and to be back at this end of the hammer at my age when I should be sitting in the cab of the truck directing other people, it's tough, but I'm gonna make it work.
The big joke among contractors is the cobbler's kids never wear shoes. And in this case, it is true. When Bob comes home at 5 or 6 o'clock at night, he's tired, and there are things that do need to get done around the house that he's been working on other people's houses all day, and they don't get done around our house. And I've talked to other wives of contractors, and they tell me the same thing. And also, if Bob does have some energy at night, he tends to be helping out people. A friend of his needed a handicap ramp because he's getting older, so, he and another contractor went and did that this week. And I'm not gonna stop him from doing those kind of things for people in the community, but at the same time, we do need some help here on our property.
As anybody could relate to having kids, it's, you hate it when you can't provide something, and the yard is just become its own entity, and I can't keep up with it. I can keep the house repaired, but I'm not so good at doing the yard. Most of the stuff you're looking at are things that I did when the first 4 were little. So the swing set behind me that's falling apart, that thing was built 20 years ago and it's showing its age. Playhouse is sentimental, but it's an eyesore now, and I'm certainly not in a position to be able to afford to do it. So, with the trees the size that they are and the amount of roots coming to the surface, it's really a large project, and we have a lot of priorities. We've got to pay for kids in college. We've got to do a lot of other stuff. It's just not fundamentally feasible for me to do it. I love working on the house. It's a part of me, and I think it's a part of the family. And to have somebody like George be willing to come out and do a renovation, anything I can do to help him would be wonderful.
Hey, Joanne, how are you?
George?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Bob, what's up, my friend?
George, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Girls?
Somebody here to meet.
How's it going, ladies?
Hi.
How you doing? Wow, they just keep on coming. Girls, you guys have your hands full.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I understand you guys have a lot of projects around the house. I know you're a busy guy, so I'm here to let you know that you're being rescued.
Yeah!
We're gonna do everything we can. I got a great landscaper on board to make this yard perfect for you. Fix up the house, fix up the fence and everything.
Can I give you a hand doing anything?
Yeah, you're a handyman, you're a contractor. I would love some help. I won't take up too much of your time, but if you want to help me with the back deck, I would love to help.
And I'd love to help you.
All right.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. We never had that happen on the rescue, but if you want to come lend a hand for a few days, I would love to work with you.
That'd be great.
You guys ready for a rescue?
Yeah!
All right. Help me out on this rescue, landscaper Tyler Scovill. Tyler, welcome to Joanne and Bob's backyard.
Well, we got a lot to do here. We have some shrubs, overgrown shrubs that we need to remove and update. And we have some structures here that we would like to open the yard up a little bit and try to get some grass growing here. So we'll have to bring in some topsoil and sod and get this back into shape here.
So you're thinking basically from the corner of the house all the way to the driveway, clear everything out, blank canvas, bring it back down, regrade, plant, make it beautiful.
Exactly. That's what we're looking to do.
I'm with you. All right, let's get to work.
All right.
George to the Rescue is sponsored in part by Benjamin Moore. For everything that matters, there's a deep, rich, enduring color. Benjamin Moore, for everything that matters. Find a store near you at benjaminmoore.com.
All right, guys, Tyler and I came up with a master plan on how we're gonna attack this backyard. It's definitely gonna need some saws, some heavy machinery, so I wanna make sure that everyone takes proper precautions. Protect your eyes, your ears, and your lungs. Make this place beautiful. We'll have ourselves a nice little rescue. You guys ready to get down and dirty?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm ready to take apart this deck. What's our game plan?
Well, I was thinking what we'd do is we'd start over here, take
Okay.
the railing sections out, and then we can start popping up the decking boards because we don't want to damage any of the framing. So working from the outside would be a lot easier than up against the house.
I'll start on that side, you start on this side, we'll meet in the middle.
Sounds good.
Cool. Pulling down houses with my bare hands. As if you don't see that big giant machine in the background. He lends me a hand. I found the root of our problem here. All right, problem solved. I couldn't tell where you were just, where the actual braking was stopping and you were just actually just having fun, just picking things up and smashing it.
A little bit involved.
Nothing wrong with that. Because this is all in good shape and structurally sound, we don't have to rip any of this off. We're just adding on to this.
Exactly. We're able to do it because I know what the footings are.
Right.
In real life, if we were to do a deck extension commercially, I'd have to have the building inspector certify the footings.
Right. But since we're doing this residential, when the building inspector comes, he's just going to check these three
Right.
new ones.
Well, that and it's my house, so.
It is your house. Glad to have you. When you get your concrete powder and it's just dust like this, the common question is, how much water do I add? What should the texture be? Should it be like pancake batter? Should it be like peanut butter? The rule of thumb, if you're pouring for piers, you're gonna want it to be the consistency of oatmeal. So let's add a little agua and turn this into oatmeal. Once these dry up, we'll throw some boards underneath. Bada boom, bada bing. Just like that. We'll have a new deck. Wow, Aaron, this is in rough shape, to say the least. I mean, look at this, just coming off in sheets.
George to the Rescue is sponsored in part by 3M. For more information about 3M products or to find a retailer near you, go to 3m.com.
What Pam does is she saves your back. So instead of having to get down on your knees and drill in each one of these decking boards, allows you to do everything standing up. All right, Bob, deck is done, it's looking great, and it was an honor for me to get to work with you on your own house, so that was pretty cool.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks, George.
Now, though, I want the rest of what we do to be a surprise, so we got some painting, some staining, some landscaping to do. I want you to take it in with Joanne and the girls, so why don't you go join them at Grandma's house, and we'll get the rest of the job done.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping us out. All right, Tyler, so now that we have our new deck built, what is the game plan for the landscaping?
What we did is we outlined the beds, the landscape beds, so we know about how much room we're going to have for the trees and shrubs. We started digging out for the fire pit, and we also excavated out for the paver walkway that we're going to be installing.
What's the purpose of going with the two different materials on top of the dirt before you put down the paver?
Well, the process compacts really well. You won't get movement in your pavers, you know, down the road.
Yep.
You can see when a paver walkway has been put in that, you know, it's all like, looks like a roller coaster. Well, it's because they didn't put it in a good base.
All right, so it's all about the base, just like anything. It's all about a good foundation.
It's all about, yeah, exactly. It's all about the prep work.
Hey girls, how's it going?
Good.
Enjoying your time at Grandma's?
No.
No? You ready to get home?
Yeah.
Well, in order to get home, we gotta finish your yard, which means we need grass, but more importantly, we need plants and flowers. And since the people here at Scovill are the ones who are helping us with all the landscaping, I figured I'd involve you guys in helping to pick out all the things that we're gonna plant in your yard so you know how to take care of it once it's all in there. Sound good?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so what do you say we take a walk around, pick out some plants, some flowers you guys like, and I'll put them in the ground for you. You guys just have to take care of them once you get back, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's look around. So back at your house, I have Tyler Scovill helping me out with all the heavy lifting, moving everything around. But when it comes to plants and flowers, his mom, Sue Scovill, she's the boss. So in order to really make your house pop, we gotta listen to her. So what do you think we need for their house?
We need color, we need texture, and it will make the whole side yard come to life. So we need to grab wagons, because we're gonna fill them up so we can get to the house and start planting.
All right, guys, thanks for helping me pick up all the plants. I'm gonna take them back and put them in the yard. So thanks for all the help, all the information.
Very welcome.
I promise they'll look beautiful.
I will, and I'll be checking on them.
I know you will.
Okay.
I got a good landscaper helping me out on this job.
Okay.
When planting in your yard, you want to imitate how the plants would be in nature, which is random, not orderly. So instead of 2s, 4s, 6s, you want to go odd numbers. As you can see, everything we have here is grouped in either 3s or 1s or even 5s. It just gives it a much more random but natural look. And from no lawn to a lawn in an instant. If they only knew all the work that went on in between.
George to the Rescue is sponsored in part by Coldwell Banker Real Estate, fulfilling dreams for 107 years.
Nothing does more than a coat of paint, especially if you were to paint your entire house. Now, I am here with my friend Aaron Kestenbaum, and it is not as daunting as it seems to paint a house if you go about it the right way, right?
Absolutely.
So what is it going to take to get this house here painted?
It's going to take a fair amount of preparation.
So when you say preparation, what exactly does that mean?
Take down all downspouts, all shutters, anything that is on top of the wood that we're going to be treating.
Wow, Aaron, this is in rough shape. to say the least. I mean, look at this, just coming off in sheets.
Absolutely. We want to get all of that off. Every bit of loose paint that is going to come off either by hand or with scraper.
And obviously to make sure that we don't get the color that's on the shingles onto the trim, use some painter's tape to make sure that we have those super sharp paint lines.
Absolutely, that 3M stuff is pretty good.
So it sounds like we have a lot of work to do before we even put any paint on the house.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, now that the house is prepped, it's time to start painting. Now, just as it's important to use a high quality paint when doing the inside of your house, it's just as important to use a high quality paint on the outside of your house. And that's why we use Benjamin Moore Aura Exterior. It's gonna prevent the paint from ever fading, flaking, or peeling, and it's mildew resistant. So once you get your paint up on there, you're gonna have great curb appeal, and you know it's gonna last for a long time. And from no lawn to a lawn in an instant. If they only knew all the work that went on in between. So to stain this deck, we're using Arbor Coat from Benjamin Moore. It's superior in its durability, in its usability, and in its coverage, and that's thanks to the waterborne technology. Now for this deck, we are using Westcott Navy, but it comes in a variety of different opacities and colors, so the world's wide open when it comes to options. Now even though we have a deck here, I'm a big fan of exterior rugs. The nice thing about these rugs is they can stay out all year long. You don't have to worry about the rain or snow or sun on them. And they add a nice little pop of color, a nice little touch to any deck or patio. To really make this backyard an oasis for Bob, Joanne, and the girls, we picked up a few extra things from Grandin Road. Some chairs for the fire pit, a nice bench, and what about a bird bath? Once we get these boxes thrown away, I'd say everything's wrapped up. It's time for a reveal. Are you ready to see what we've done?
Yes.
All right, without further ado.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, take it all in. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah? Excited?
Yes.
You ready to see what we've done?
Yeah.
I know it's been a little bit, but we've made a few changes. Hope you guys are excited about it. So, are you ready?
Yes.
You remember what the backyard looked like beforehand?
Yeah.
You remember the old deck?
Yes.
Are you ready to see what we've done?
Yes.
All right, without further ado.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, take it all in. What do you guys think? You guys think you can sit out here, hang out, have some roast some marshmallows?
Hey, I call that chair.
Did an awesome job. A lot more than I could have gotten done. That was great, thank you.
All right, guys, well, none of this would have been possible without some amazing people that we met here in Cromwell, some locals here who came in, spent hours, days, helping us rip this place apart, paint this house, paint this deck. So instead of telling you about them, I figure why not bring them out and let you thank themselves. Everybody, come on out. The Vesses, the crew.
Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
It's really cool to just have this, and thank you, George, for picking us, and I appreciate all the hard work that went into this.
I think our parents are gonna love this because they've given us a lot and they need a place to relax and have fun too, and I think they'll like it a lot.
It's so amazing.
I like it a lot.
I adore it.
I think the first thing we're gonna do is you guys are gonna go get your buckets.
Oh yeah? What's in your buckets?
Hurry up!
Wait.
Be careful running into those shoes, Amelia.
I got it!
This one, oh, jeez, Louise. Oh. That in itself is what makes it worth it. Guys, I'm used to the one and giving out the gifts. I don't even know what to do with this. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is phenomenal.